hidden African civilizations, because Egypt is not the only sophisticated kingdom established by our ancestors in ancient Africa. You see here, this is one of the oldest kingdoms founded in southern Africa. Bantus are we. Over 3 millennia, hordes of peoples from outside of Africa attacked Africa in unprovoked wars, causing migrations all over the continent. Over and above, there were far earlier movements from the south into the north, and various other parts of Africa founding complex civilizations, of which ancient Egypt is the most outstanding. There is no debate that ancient Egypt and Egyptian pharaohs and rulers and Egyptians were black people. These migrations generated a rich culture network of almost 300 Bantu languages and 625 dialects. Numbers vary. Bantu societies have adopted and adapted to diverse environments ranging from the Western Congo to the southern African savanna of KwaZulu-Natal, home of the Zulu people. Millions of Bantus were taken into slavery and the infamous Atlantic slave trade, including the Islamic slave trade. These are the images of an African thinker or a black thinker, a thinker of note. Let's go to Mantsieng in Botswana. This is an ancient footprint. Botswana in southern Africa has a lot of other people whose totem is Bakoena, is Ngwena, crocodile, Bakoena, we venerate the crocodile. They are related with all the marine or fish, Banadziba, Mlambo, many of us. So when we speak of Bakoena, there is water around and all the animals found in the waters. We hold and have one of the earliest explanations of the origins of creation. Mantsieng is believed to be the ancestor of the Tswana people. It is believed that life began when he emerged from a hole in the ground, followed by his people and animals. This happened when the rocks were still soft. Therefore, their feet sank and left footprints when the rocks hardened. There are two large holes which retain water throughout the year. People collect water there for ritual purposes, domestic use, and other functions. Archaeologists interpret the Mantsieng engravings as a form of rock art. They are mostly found in interior plateau of southern Africa. Engravings generally offer a variety of animals compared to rock paintings, which commonly have human figures. So geologists and archaeologists, they want to negotiate and they want to say this can't be. But we believe that Mantsieng came out of the ground of the earth from space. This is similar ancient Egyptian creation myths, creation stories, creation explanations. This is found in southern Africa, in Botswana, and amongst the people of the water totem. See, this is where we are related with the water. So we also look at Hampi, which is a city founded after Great Zimbabwe had fallen, to the west in Zimbabwe, between the two great rivers, Kasambabeza, so-called Zambezi, as well as Limpopo. There is also another unknown and hidden kingdom, Mapungubwe. So we have Mapungubwe, Kami, and Zimbabwe, and all these dotted city-states with a lot of stoneworks. So you see here Sofala, you see here Chibwenye, you see here this is Pongola River, and all this is part of our civilization. But Kami is unique because it is packed. You look at the term Kami, there is a river Kami there. It's Ham. It's Kami or Ham. It's Hemet. So ancient civilizations that moved north into present day Egypt. It's very possible. It's clear that we moved from here. So clear and so open. We moved north in our initial movement. This is Kami. You can see Kami there, or Hamiti. Kami was the capital of the kingdom of Butua or Butwa of the Torwa dynasty for about 200 years from 1450. So originally we came from the north and downwards, and Ethiopia, this is southern Africa, the kingdom, some of the kingdoms, one of the kingdoms and civilizations, Great Zimbabwe. You can see the chevron there, the wave, and you see the structure and the civilization, how it is shaped. So location of Kami ruins, as we have already indicated, is found in northwest of Lawayo there, and you got the Hwange National Park. You've got the Victoria Falls here, you got Shoma, and you got Harare there, and you got South Africa and Limpopo River. And this is how they used to build it. This is how we built it. Our ancestors built the cities just like that, with stonework, a civilization that people no longer understand. Then we look at Mapungubwe. Thousands of years ago, while Europe was still caught in the dark ages, there was a great southern African kingdom that had trade networks extending as far as China. So from Mapungubwe, somewhere here, using the Limpopo River, we went here to Sofala, using the Zambezi River, using the Limpopo River here, went to Sofala, and then to Kilwa, and then to Voem, to Madagascar, Comoro Islands, and then Zanzibar, and Pemba, and Manda, Mogadishu, traveled all the way to India, right to where we had come from the Red Sea, trading with our ancestral land, Aksum there, and then into China. At its heart, a royal fortress built on top of hills, just like Zimbabwe, similar to Zimbabwe. Mapungubwe, a word in Chivenda, which calls the place of the jackal. You see, this is the famous golden rhino of Mapungubwe, the unicorn. So these are the people whose totem are Nyati. So the kingdom of Mapungubwe controlled a vast trading network that extended some 30,000 square kilometers either side of the Limpopo River, either Shashe River. It traded with East Africa, Egypt, Persia, Arabia, East Asia, India, and China. Mapungubwe traded in gold, copper, iron, ostrich eggs, eggshells, beads, bone, textiles, elephant ivory, hippo ivory, leopard skins, furs, and exotic hides like crocodile. Mapungubwe is one of the many sites in Southern Africa that traded peacefully with India and used the Indian Ocean and Indian merchants for centuries before the arrival of the aggressive Europeans. See, Mapungubwe developed and established trading networks. This is very clear. Some of the kingdoms that are not known. Oh, we go to Cameroon. You may think that Zimbabwe is the only one with ruins. See, Cameroon, these are the ruins in Cameroon. And so these are the kingdoms and civilizations that existed during the Ayyubid or Ptolemaic Egypt during that time. Also during the time of the Fatimid Caliphate. We had the Empire of Ghana, Wolof, Mali here, Songhai Empire here, Fulani, Benin here, and the Nok culture, very important, and Bashwezi, very important, and in Aksum, we will show you all that. And the Congo Kingdom, and Luanda, and the Luva State, Mzumba here, and then the Great Zimbabwe that controls the southern part of Africa. And also, we were well advanced. So we also look at Senegambian cities. They are very unique. The incredible feature of the Senegambian-Stone-Circles is that there are more than 1,000 of them spread over an area that is 100 kilometers wide and 350 kilometers in length. All this showing great civilization. Aksum, King Ezana's stele, one of the biggest and longest steles ever built. King Ezana of Aksum, he became the first Christian of all the kings and made all of Ethiopia a Christian. Ruled 330 before, after Common Era 360. There is a 21-meter tall statue there. So he was the king of Aksum. He embraced Christianity. His birth name was Abreha, and he had a twin brother named Asbeha. This is the kingdom. He was also there, the Roman Empire. So he fought against the Roman Empire, fought against the Persian Empire. So don't be lied to. This is where you have got Marua or Mareo, and you got Noba and Bega, and Aksum are proper there, and Hadramaut. So that's why we say there was no Middle East. Aksum was the largest market in northeastern Africa using the Nile and the Red Sea as trading routes. Aksum adopted Christianity in the 4th century, but eventually lost its power as Persians and Arabs took over its trading. So these are some of the forgotten empires. Now we go to the other one, Yam. You see, Yam is here. That's why where it is. There are scholars debating where Yam is. There is Egypt, there is Wawati, there is Majay or Majki. You see, this is Libya or Rabia. And this is Harikufa, one of the governors. So we did not have a democracy. We did not have all this what we have. We had kingdoms. We had a king. So he would appoint governors in specific places to rule. And of course, there was war, there was fighting, but this is the structure that we had. The clues of Yam's whereabouts can be found in a tomb inscription known as the autobiography of Harikufa. They don't even know it's Harikufa. The hieroglyphics recently discovered over 700 kilometers, 430 miles southwest of the Nile confirm the existence of the trade between Yam and ancient Egypt and point to Yam's location in northern highlands of Chad. So when you move somewhere here to the west of Sudan, that's where Yam was founded. We look at one of the oldest Nok culture, 300 to 100 before Common Era. But this is one of the terracotta figurine of Sao culture, Lake Chad, 500 years before Common Era. You look at that as an African. Yes, it's ancient Egyptian, looks like ancient Egyptian, but then African with his collar, with his stars. And this is the other terracotta head from the Hafin-Dinya site near Nok village, Nigeria, 500 years before Common Era to 200 after Common Era. You can go to the National Museum of Lagos. If we go even further, and there is the terracotta head Nok culture of Nigeria, 36 centimeters, 4 inches height. 500 years before Common Era, National Museum of Lagos. So this is some of the forgotten and unknown empires. So we show them here a summary of the forgotten empires that we should teach and show our kids, and also prove to everybody who doubts that ancient Africans were civilized. There was no Middle East, there was no Islam, there was no Christianity. All these came later. All these are borrowed derivatives of our ancient culture. So we have got ancient Egypt there, almost 4,000 years ago. The Chitwalata civilization, about 2,000 years later, founded by the same people. We founded them earlier before that, 11,000 years before that. We had already moved. This is what all this is showing, recorded or provable, that we can prove now. For the Ghana Empire there, 300 before Common Era. We've got Gajigana, Zulu. There it is. Sao civilization, 500 before Common Era. Nok civilization, 500 before Era. Aksum, 100. And also Southern Africa, known as Ethiopia. This whole Southern Africa was called, known as Ethiopia, or Mwenemtapa, or Hotep, Nubia, and Kush. There we are. Straightforward, clear cut. So thank you very much for watching our channel. Let us teach our kids, let us teach everybody who dares to listen all about our understanding that we are a great people. Subscribe to Hampi Hebrew Ethics. This is British Rabbi LM Dweez. Contacts are shown here. Our website, lifespiritofamencam.com, and also our LM Dweez, our email. Thank you very much and goodbye.